Right off the bat, yes, this video is clickbait, but please don't tolerate because it's also 100% true, just maybe not in the way you might think. It is true that I have made a big fat $0 off YouTube, even though I've been posting consistently a long form every single week for 1 year. But the only reason I haven't made any money is because I'm not monetized yet. That said, today's video is about all the reasons other than money that have made this crazy journey worthwhile for the last year. And why, if you've ever wanted to start a YouTube channel, you might want to give it a go too. Are you coming in? Now, if you're usually here for home renovations, gardening, dad jokes, general silliness, that's not technically on the menu for today. Well, maybe the silliness and our usual how hard can it be type attitude. Let's start out with the practical stuff. First up is motivation. Now, it's not like we needed extra motivation over the last couple of months to get the house done, but in the before times, there were a few weekends where we really didn't want to get out of bed, whether it was just because we felt like having a lie-in or we'd had a couple too many lemonades the night beforehand. But knowing that we had committed to, it's a beautiful husky. But knowing that we had committed to getting a video up every week meant that we knew we needed content, so we needed to get up and get going. And I say we, but I really mean me, because in those early days, and maybe even now, Danny really only participated under duress and because of his actual genuine love for me as a good man. And as the moniker of the channel would suggest, every little bit that we did, even on those weekends when we really didn't want to get up, helped to get the house ready for when we needed to go on holidays and have guests come to visit. The second practical win is that YouTubing is the ultimate digital filing cabinet. Do you really think you're going to remember the name and finish of that paint color when in a year you have to come back, buy more of it to do your touch-ups? False. You won't. And trying to remember where the studs are so that you can hang your wall-mounted TV? I have literal video evidence of what is behind my drywall, and that made hanging the TV a breeze. Well, not for me, because I didn't have to do it. Made it a breeze for Danny. And honestly, these videos have turned into a bit of a time capsule for us, so that 10, 20, 30 years away from now, we'll be able to come back and see this exact season now in our lives all over again. Plus, it's really convenient for all of our international family and friends. They can actually see what we're doing in our progress. Let's go forage some greens. And on a deeper level, creating content has given me a much greater appreciation for all the other content creators who I enjoy. Hello. You know how like when you're watching alone and you can just sit on the couch with your wine and dinner screaming at the TV like, oh my God, don't fish that way. Or when you're watching a video from somebody else thinking, oh, anybody could do that. It's like, well, yeah, anybody could, but there's a reason that they don't. It's bloody hard work, especially when you're also living life, having a family, oh, pretty, and also trying to do the thing that you're filming. Down here at the bottom feeding dregs of the beginning of this journey, I still look up at channels like Jack and Megan and Scott Brown Carpentry and dream of one day being able to have the beautiful productions that they achieve. Oliver's not looking very good, hey? She looks quite unwell. Hey Cinnamon, Scott Brown and Jess make a beautiful video. Oh yes, you're so cute. And the flip side of that aspirational challenge is the absolute pride in learning something new and getting better over time. Looking back at my first few episodes, that was a time, but we all had to start somewhere. And I'm still glad that I kept going, just trying to do one thing better every week. And that one thing better every week would not have been possible without the kind but honest and direct support of a very special friend at Monday lunch every single week. Which brings me to another huge personal milestone, which is that as a recovering perfectionist, posting videos every week which are fundamentally imperfect has been great exposure therapy. Having to post has taught me that perfectionism is overrated and in fact holds me back from living the life that I want to live and doing the things that make me happy. Nowadays, some of my least schmick videos are actually my favorites. I just hope that you all don't mind that I'm still learning and you're willing to keep laughing with me, at me, as I keep learning along the way. Ooh, thank you. Then there's the creative autonomy. Look, I have a great day job and I'm not the boss at work, so my opportunities for decision making are a little bit limited, as are my opportunities for traditional creativity. Because when I get into a YouTube video, it means that I can let all my weirdness out. Well, maybe not all of it, that might be too scary. I can release whenever I want, there's no approval processes, there's no committees, there's just me and my adult autonomy.
What are these birds?
Irises, I think.
Oh, I really don't like them.
Yeah, they're pretty. I like you a lot.
Yeah.
And if all that isn't enough, here's a quick whip around of all the unexpected personal benefits over the last 12 months. I think way less about the size and appearance of my body. I'm really coming to believe the saying that my appearance is the least important thing about me, and having to watch myself for hours when editing each week has been an amazing mitigator against negative body image chatter. I don't hate the sound of my own voice as much anymore. Sometimes it still kind of gets to me. I say way less in my normal speech, which I love. I've always wanted to improve that. I spend way less time ruminating after social events and work meetings, wondering like, did I perform right? Did I interact correctly? Because I'm getting more and more comfortable with just being who I am. I even developed a legit love of gardening. Danny is traditionally the grower in our household, but in order to get content of gardening, I had to get my hands dirty, and now I'm hooked. Above all else, the best part of this last year has been getting a tiny glimpse into what the community around the channel could look like. Finding this little corner of the internet with other weird, wonderful, interesting, supportive people who just want to give life a crack. Come here. If you've been thinking about starting a channel, a project, or a new hobby, just get started. Don't wait for it to be perfect or there to be a paycheck to give it value. So thanks for being here for the first year, and here's to year 2. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and come along, catch us for the next project video. What am I gonna do now? Guess this is where I live. There you go. She never sits on my lap. Why? Why? To know, false. TV, no, fuck off. She does like a fanny. Ugh.
I'm not trying to be a perfectionist in front of me.
It's easier when you're not here. It's a bit unbalanced, Tracy. Much better. Meh.